yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make greatness look complacent. Adrenaline awakened, I can taste it. We can make an impact, grab and then take it. Like a disease, bring them to their knees. They'll take for their disease. Rage is like a weed, spread into the streets. It's time to make them bleed. 'Cause we just want retribution. Let's go light up the darkness. Make true of an empty promise. Flip gods into weak and harmless. Take to the streets and turn them to a mosh pit. 'Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Cause we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Oh yeah, we want retribution. Yeah, we ran out of patience. Boil up with the cold hard hatred. I can feel the vibration. Feet in the streets, it's a new sensation. I wanna break faces on the pavement. I wanna make great.
All right, guys, let's get this party started. If you want a reading, be sure and visit my stand store. It is linked in the description below. And as always, we have a fair use, a disclaimer. As you come in, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and share the video if you like it. Let's get it going. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hope everybody is doing well this morning. Welcome to Astrology for Mystics. I'm Jen. I'm an astrologer. I look at things from a whole nother perspective. And in doing so, I gain wisdom. Hey, Seth. Good morning. Hey, Jeff. Drive safe. Good morning, Shauna. Glad you are here. Hey, Mama Rissa. This morning, I want to talk about what today is January 13th, Amber Alert Awareness Day. Okay. Let's talk about it. Hey, Witchy Mama, good to see you. Let's talk about Amber Alert. Let's talk about this. Today, looking at TBI, like I do quite a bit, I keep up to date with TBI, especially when I'm seeing that they are in transit. What does transit mean? It's a clock. We have a clock. That's what astrology does. We look at the time. Everything is relevant to time. It is. We've proven this time and time again in physics, okay? Time is relative. So, speaking of time being relative, let's take a look without further ado. This is TBI. January 13th is designated as National Amber Alert Awareness Day to bring awareness to child abductions. Amber Alert to bring awareness to child abductions. In Tennessee, the TBI is the Missing Children's Clearinghouse and is the only agency in the state that can issue an Amber Alert. There are currently 6 active Amber Alerts. Sebastian, Rogers, Kennedy Hoyle, Summer Wells, Chloe Leverett, Gage Daniel, Zaley Grace Fryer. These are the active Amber Alerts. Now, let me show you what I put. I want to show you my comment because I feel this way I feel it in a big way. Amber Alert Awareness Day to bring awareness of child abductions. Interesting. I'm not aware Sebastian Rogers was abducted. We the people were never told he was abducted. Where is the evidence for that? We were told there is no evidence he left the house. Sebastian's case was clearly treated as a runaway. This is obvious with the way his case was handled the first week, even though an Amber Alert was issued. Almost 2 years later, a PI is telling everyone human decomp was found in new construction next to Sebastian's home, including other places, which I didn't put that there, like Mansker. And we all know, if you've been on this channel for any length of time, you know what Mansker Station is for me and Stephen Crabtree, okay? No evidence or evidence he left the home. Which is it, TBI? Does that mean he didn't make it home? Will we ever get clear communication from those who are supposed to serve the community with honesty and integrity? TBI has Sebastian last seen on the 26th, while the FBI has him last seen on the 25th. Does this mean jurisdictions aren't on the same page? Also, it's a shame there was never an Amber Alert issued for Tabitha Tutors. She was clearly abducted from the bus stop. State of Tennessee needs to do better for our kids, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm so upset. That sweet girl, she's been missing for decades. Some of these kids have been missing for decades, and they never got an Amber Alert, and they were clearly abducted. Where is the accountability and the responsibility when it comes to this freaking government all the way up, all the way up? Obviously, being an astrologer, I understand why it is that we are going through this phase, while we are going through this cycle. I'm not oblivious. And definitely not oblivious to the everyday transits. Just because I don't come out here and I don't tell everybody what I'm thinking every day, I can. I'm only getting better. I'm only getting better. Today, I'm definitely paying attention. I'm definitely paying attention. So, with that being said, is it an abduction or not? A criminal investigation. They were coming out 2 weeks later, not even 2 weeks later, on the news saying that it's now a criminal investigation. Criminal. So, we have an abduction, we have a criminal investigation. Nobody is talking about that. Nobody's talking about that. We're talking about damn Stephen Fisher. He found decomp in different places. Well, not him, but dogs alerted. So are the dogs all is that what we're is that where we're at? I mean, I'm already getting all kinds of shit for saying my opinion, what I think about the lights. Whoa. Hell for Jennifer. I can't believe you don't believe in the lights. No, I don't. I don't. I believe Sebastian is in the cemetery. No. If something happened to Sebastian in a nefarious way around his home, I've already told y'all where I think he would be found, where he could be found. That's what I think. There's no change in my mind on that. I've been looking at this since a while. I mean, since he went missing like a wild woman. I've mapped 2 different places. I work my ass off. Okay? I'm not focusing on flickering lights. I'm not going to do that. It's a distraction for my work. Have some respect for all kinds of opinions. I do have respect for difference of opinions. I have respect for Stephen Crabtree that he went bonkers when he saw that shit in Mansker Creek. I respect that. What I don't respect is all the bullshit, all the drama that surrounds Sebastian's case. That's what I have a hard time respecting. Where is the integrity? Yeah. I mean, everybody is so quick to say, well, this one should be doing this one should be doing that. You know what? You dumbass, maybe you should be putting out a fucking flyer in your neighborhood. Maybe you could do something. And if that offends you, then you should be offended. What are you doing? What are y'all doing besides running your freaking mouth on YouTube? I mean, this one chick, she's jumping from panel to panel. She was on BJ's, now she's on Queens, doing nothing but running her fucking mouth. And there's a lot of that. And it's so disgusting. It's so disgusting. Shauna asked me, and I think it's a great question. She said, Jen, if Sebastian got to see the news or anything that is covering his case for 2 minutes, what would he take from that? If if I were to come, and I hope that you don't mind me saying this, Shauna, and if you do, I'm sorry. She's like, if I come to Tennessee for this protest, rather than standing in front of the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, this is what I propose. We do. She's like, I propose that we walk around with messages for Sebastian. Because if he could see it, what is he seeing? And I was like, oh my God, yes, I like that. I love that. I love it. Perfect idea. Beautiful idea. Because I'm on Sebastian's side of being found, deceased or alive. The law enforcement isn't going to do anything. They're not going to come out and talk to us. They're not going to talk to the law enforcement. I mean, the law enforcement isn't going to talk to reporters. They're not going to talk to us. If he has 2 minutes to see it, what is he going to take from that? And I thought, whoa, that's impactful. I mean, it's impactful. Yeah, exactly. You're not the parent. You get it. But you're thinking from a mother's point of view. You're thinking about Sebastian. If he can see it, and we hope that he does, Exactly. Yep. I'm totally with y'all. I've called all kinds of hell, and that's okay. Some people just can't handle it. I'm harsh. I will say what I want to say when I want to say it. I'm a grown woman. This is my channel where I cover astrology and missing kids and the world events. Like today, I'm not going to be able to cover, or tonight, I'm not going to be able to cover a main event that I want to cover that I'm really concerned about, which is the ISS coming back to Earth. I'm really upset by the fact that the grown people that have a channel do a lot of distraction. There's so much distraction and finding Sebastian truly. It's just so much, so much. I don't trust a lot. I have a hard time trusting. Jeff can tell you that. I'm at a point where I wrote down the month of see, my notes are crazy. Okay. My notes are crazy. I made a point to write all the notes of what I'm looking for with Sebastian. I didn't put it out there. I thought I did, but I didn't. I'm so used to putting it out there, but I'm starting to hold it in because nobody believes it anyway. You're not going to remember. There may be some of you in here that's going to remember, but most people aren't going to remember. They're remembering the drama. And what I'm seeing a lot in transits with Sebastian is drama. It's not him coming home. When I saw that the TBI is learning shit and, all this stuff, now I see what it is. I go back and I look at April 12th and 13th when Stephen Fisher was here. And now I understand why there was a breakup with Sebastian, why Steve Fisher was in transit, why Stephen Crabtree was in transit, why the TB. I see all that now. you know, I just, I wonder even about showing his map anymore. Why? Only thing that is going to do good for me is to go to the places that I think. Take Jeff, clear him myself. That's the only thing that I can think because I have nobody. When everybody was like, "Why are you upset that you and Crabtree aren't talking anymore?" Because he was the only one that was going to the hot spots. I need somebody to help me. I can't work the map by myself. I can't do it by myself. I'm not a one-hit wonder. I know that the maps work when they're worked, but if they're not worked, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing with my time? You know? I start trying to do this series, this spiritual awakening series, right? Here lately, I'm doing a spiritual awakening series because I'm finding that my passion has always been my spirituality and the way that I connect with something higher than myself. All the time, I'm connecting with this beautiful energy, and Jeff, as my witness, as I'm uploading, as I'm working on this video about our spiritual awakening. Y'all, I have been seeing bald eagles. One of them I saw right up close in my backyard. As soon as I walk out, there it is. And then it takes off flying away from me, lands on the nearest tree, turns around, and just begins to stare at me. We're having this staring contest. I run inside, get the phone, come outside, and I call Jeff. And I'm like, I'm scared to go let the chickens out because this motherfucker big old eagle. Is it going to try to attack me? Is it looking at me like this little girl is, she's a baby? Should I go get her? Not a whole lot of meat on these bones, but, just saying. It tripped me out. And then yesterday, again, we saw 2 eagles flying very close to the house. We're in the backyard. We saw 2 and we've got the chickens out. And I'll tell you about that. The two eagles were flying and screeching. It was so loud, and they were bombing one another, and just the way that it was so beautiful. It was so majestic. And I'm like, wow. I'm constantly seeing amazing, majestic stuff as I'm uploading a series about a spiritual awakening. And the things that I went through, I'm putting the wisdom into this series because I think no matter what age we are, no matter how we went through this, it's pretty much the same type of patterns that happen. And the ancients have spoken about this, they've written about it. I'm bringing Carl Jung into the part 3 that I'm trying to upload now. But anyway, so yesterday, before we see these eagles, Jeff's sitting outside and he watches a hawk come, grab 2 of our girls, take off, drops one, flies away with another one. And I'm depressed. I'm literally just because these are like our kids. I mean, they're like my kids, okay? And they're like Jeff's too. They are. They're just beautiful, sweet babies. I just love them. And they want so an hour goes by. Jeff calls. I'm inside. I'm like, why is he calling me? He's outside. Why is he calling me? He said, you need to come out here. And I'm like, okay. So, I'm nervous as hell. Go out there. And he said, she's back. And I said, what do you mean she's back? He said, the girl that the hawk took. Yeah. She just ran back. She's running and flying back. I'm like, what? This is an hour goes by. Where the hell's she been? Magically, I'm talking, we have had some pretty cool experiences. I've had some pretty cool experiences in my life. A lot of them you probably never even believe. I look at things, I'm in a world completely different from most everybody, and I could cry thinking about it because it is a lonely type of feeling. I do feel lonely a lot because I'm different. This is a different channel. And when I see things that I know for sure, I'm gonna stand on it. Okay? So support me or not, I want you all to know, especially for those that are in here supporting me today, that I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you trying to learn another way. I appreciate you being open minded to another way of investigating. And I want everybody to express yourself in the way that you need to. In my chat, I just ask that you're responsible and respectful. And if you're not going to be here. Simple as that. Orb attraction, I support you all the way too, babe. 100. These eagles that are showing up right now, you could say, well, they're coincidence. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not. It's not a coincidence. Nothing that happens in life is a coincidence. Whether you agree or not, nothing is. It's all fated. And we have to ride the wave. I have to ride the wave with all this chatter with Sebastian's case. And just like all the other cases that I've worked on, over 200, 250 that I've mapped, just have to ride the wave. Because until it is destined for Sebastian to come home, he will not come home. Just like with Tabitha Tutors, and the law enforcement dropped the ball. They dropped the ball. They dropped the ball time and time again. And I do think that we need to voice our opinions. I do think that we need to be showing up outside of Sumner County. But how we do it, how I'm going to do it, is definitely going to be supporting Sebastian because if he does see any of this, whether it be in the future, I want him to see me supporting him in a way that he can respect me as a person. Okay. I don't want a bunch of drama on the channel. Yeah, doing it with grace. I keep thinking about that card that I pulled for you. Grit to grace. Grit to grace. I'm just getting chills just thinking about it. We are a tribe. We definitely are a tribe here. It's definitely unique and hardworking, that's for sure. I'm a mama. I'm a mama bear, so I definitely want to keep hope where hope is. I'm always going to keep hope. Do I think, that Sebastian is deceased? I think that if anything nefarious happened, 1:36 a.m. is potent. But that time period was also potent with Donald Trump, Mexico, and Israel and Syria. And those same energies show up time and time again when I'm looking at Sebastian's chart. And there is a lot of, or I'm looking at it from a perspective of his case. I think that we have a lot of distraction. And I think that everybody should keep an open mind and keep all possibilities without coming to a major conclusion. I think that that's always important. The little boy that was found, I didn't even map him. I looked at the missing event and I was like, he's alive. I felt it in my bones while mapping. I had a friend come to me with her nephew being missing. He's alive. He'll be found after the 1st of January. He was. I did mapping, but I mapped him to try to find out because when he is found, and I knew he would be found, I want to see where he's found. And I'm still waiting on that address to know exactly where he was found so I can show you. So, what is it about today? Today is Amber Alert awareness. Amber Alerts are issued based on the criteria of an abduction. So, does the TBI think that he's abducted? Because they're the ones that issued it, right? What makes the most sense? Well, if Sebastian ran away, where's the footprints? Where's the scent and all of that in the very beginning? The decomp can mean animal. The dog could be smelling animal decomposition. One of those pictures that I saw had a bunch of animal bones. And Jeff and I can tell you this without a shadow of a doubt. Poaching is real. We saw tons of animal bones at Stop 30. It's real. People throw carcasses and they will do it at the same place time and time again and throw animal carcasses. They're hunting. All that hunting that they did, once they poach, once they, get rid of the carcass, it goes in a dumping ground. And most hunters have a place that they all go to. We have it out here, not far from where we live. We have walked the creeks. We know where the place is. We see them going. We see hunters going and then coming right back. And we're like, yep, they've dumped. Some of the hunters around here, they've told us that's where they go. We know this. We've seen it. Yeah, I agree. The law enforcement, we think that we have the right to know all that information. No, we don't. Not in an active investigation. It's very important to keep it tight-lipped. You tell one person, I mean, we can tell by this case, the chatter, the chatter. It's unreal. So telling one person what they're doing and it gets out, next thing you know, Sebastian can't come home because the integrity of the investigation is messed up now. So they owe us not a damn thing. We are not owed a damn thing. Not from Seth, not from Chris and Katie, not from the law enforcement. We ain't owed a damn thing. It truly is not our business to know what it is that they are working on in the case. Just because they're not putting it out there and calling us and telling us what's going on and putting constant, stuff out doesn't mean that they're not working on it. I see them working on it. And I can't unsee something like that. I see it, and then you're telling me something, and I'm like, but that's not what I just saw. Okay. Babe, I love you to the moon and back too. Thank you for the super chat. You're so sweet, babe. You're always so giving. Y'all are always so giving, and I just really appreciate y'all. Really. I mean, look at this. Shauna just sent me this. Y'all are just such the best. And this is called The Rulership Book by Rex Bills. Big old book. Big old book. I didn't just start astrology. I've been doing it for many years now. I think that the world needs it more than ever now. Using the tool for the psychology and the possibility of bringing something beautiful into the world, which is an investigative point of view when it comes to astrology. Not 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 a mundane book by book by book. I'm talking about experience that I've brought to that I can bring to the table that has brought me wisdom when it comes to cases. I think that if they do come out and say that they have not forgotten, well, I mean, today the Amber Alert is showing that they haven't forgotten. And I don't understand why, but I do understand your point of view there. Yeah, just taking 2 minutes, say, "Hey, we're still looking." Mhm. Sometimes maybe what's understood shouldn't need to be explained. Maybe that's the way they look at it. What's understood shouldn't even need to be explained. There's certain things, there's certain stuff, you know, if they issued the Amber Alert on the 26th, why? Why? If they think that there's an abduction by the 26th, why? Why do they think? We can use our imagination. Like, we could use some logic here, and we could say, well, maybe they think that there's a family abduction because there's no evidence that he left the house. Well, what's the evidence that he went to that house? Let me tell you what the evidence is. It's a grainy ass video from the Laird property, and he keeps showing up in the transit too. Don't worry, I'm watching. I'm a watcher, honey. I've been initiated. My initiation happened years ago. I've been initiated. I'm watching. I'm watching. I'm keeping up with the transits. Oh, babe, thank you. Peace, love, G. I value you too, baby. Thank you so much. I try to be insightful. I try to teach in the best way that I can. And then we've got Shauna saying, hey, break it down for me. You need to break it down for people like we're kindergartners. So she keeps me in line when I'm trying to explain stuff. Integrity, ethics. Yes, not for praise to do the good work. This is great work. Great work. You don't have to understand the lines, you just gotta go to the hotspot. That's all you gotta understand. It's not rocket science. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that I accepted the call. Don't you think they know how much it would help us all? They have to know how we feel, and it would help. Don't you think maybe, Jen? Yeah, I do. I do. I do. I think I would like to see them be more, to communicate more with us. I would like to see that. I would like to see I would like to hear from them, but I would like for them to talk to Seth more than me. Sebastian's not my child. I would like to see them communicate with Seth more. And it could be that they're not communicating because of the at night, of of all the other stuff. I don't know. I don't know why they're not communicating properly. I just don't know. But I do know that the astrology is showing a lot. It's showing a lot. Like, let me just read it to you instead of showing it to you today because I'm on a time schedule here. Today is the 14th. So there was a lot of stuff going. Okay, so let me just tell you. Let's go back to, yeah. I mean, I can see when Chris and Katie was up on the panel, I can see all that. What is going on today? Today is a big day. This month filled with a lot. But by tomorrow, well, the 12th, yep. On the 12th, Saturn was at the same degree that Sebastian has with his ascendant. Limits and obstacles. Didn't find him deceased. And it could be that he's not. Or it could be that you're not looking in the right place. If we're looking in water, I've told you where to go to find Sebastian. Say, well, why don't you go? I mean, me and Jeff have talked about it. It's going to take a lot more than just me and him walking the whole fucking creek. I mean, we're talking about the whole creek. That's 7 miles. It's going to take a bunch of us. And I only had 3 respond to even helping. So there you go. They'd rather run their mouth or cause more drama or pay a YouTuber, you know. Um, but tomorrow there's a collective energy with Seth and Kathy Bowersox as well as Crabtree. So with Fisher coming back, this is what all of this is going to come to. I also see on the 16th a lot of values that are taking place with the government, with the law enforcement. But I can tell you everything that I'm seeing for this month, and what good is it really gonna do? Show that I'm a damn good astrologer? Yeah. March 3rd is big. March is gonna be even bigger. So, we have a lot to go through with this case, with all the chatter, because I'm pretty sure that that's what I'm seeing is the chatter. I know that California keeps showing up a lot. Other states are showing up a lot during all this period of time. Makes it very difficult to know if Sebastian is alive or deceased. First week of April. March is strong. March is strong, girl. You've been saying it too. March is strong. He is a jerk. I mean, no doubt about that. I mean, I've met him. I'm not saying that I'm saying this from experience. He's a jerk. He couldn't find his shoes if his life depended on it. I understand why Crabtree is still upset, and I understand that he has now been I understand that he's probably feeling better, that he's been validated with the decomp, but at the same time, it could be animal, you know? I mean, it could definitely be animal because we had a lot of flooding. So when Fisher's coming on the scene with April, we've already had floods. And y'all just have no unless you've been in a flood, unless you're aware of what floods do, you just don't know. You just don't know. Yeah, I mean, Virginia. I'm still looking at that family in Virginia. But is Virginia showing up because of the military? Because of the military angle? I'm trying to look at it from all angles. Is Virginia showing up because of her mother? Is Virginia showing up because of Christopher's family in Virginia that are in the military? Is this a military type of operation with Sebastian? Yeah. Yes, Cindy. I mean, I was on a search with him years ago. Very much attention seeker. I mean, you can tell that. He loves attention, even if it's negative attention, he loves it. He thrives on it. He's not that he's not that worthy of any much more conversation than that, you know? I do think that Sebastian was taken. I just so happen to think that he was taken before he ever got home. Well, what about all those lights? What about the cars? What about this? What about that? I'm not with that group. And that's okay. I'm not hating on that group because they have a difference of opinion. I can have a difference of opinion in with all of y'all and still love you. I'm just saying for me, just for me. I don't have to get on the bandwagon to be a part of the group. I'm my own group. Okay. I'm a leader of my own group. I do things so different. I look at it from such a different perception, you know? I do. Does that mean I'm right or wrong? It doesn't. And I'm not trying to be right or wrong. It's just we can all have a difference of opinion and still be friends. Shauna don't believe in fate. I do. We're still friends. She's not like, I can't believe her. Fuck her. We're grown. That's what grown folk do. We can disagree and still walk the same path. Okay. I like Chris with Mob Crew. I'm not hating on him. He has said it time and time again that Sebastian may not have even made it home. He's looking at it from all angles. I'm not hating on him. I'm not hating on Voices of Truth. Do I agree that they shouldn't have put that stuff out? Yeah. I think that there should be a lot more keeping it close, tight lipped, just like the law enforcement is doing. I don't like when investigators, whether you got a license or not, blab to everybody. Don't like it. You're not a private investigator if you're blabbing to everybody. Okay. Steve Fisher does that a lot. Blabs, 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 blabs. Exactly. You like to cleanse them. I don't. I'm like, you know, I mean, it's whatever it is that you feel like you need to do, do it. Speak your truth. Just don't hate me if I'm speaking my truth too. You know, we can all agree to disagree, or we can agree, you know, whatever. I'm down for whatever. Oh my God. I mean, Every breath he takes, he's tooting his own horn. He's ridiculous. Oh, yeah, law enforcement doesn't like to work with them, and that's why. That's why. That is why. Now, if the law enforcement has worked with them in the past and they like the way that they work, yeah, they'll work with them again. I mean, I've talked to law enforcement over the years. I'm talking about chiefs of police, lead investigators on different cases that I've been mapping and stuff. I've talked to them. I've been in their office showing them the maps. We've talked. I get it. Jurisdiction is a big, big problem with law enforcement. Communication is a big problem. But the one thing that they don't do is blab. There's a reason for that because they're truly focusing on Sebastian, not us. Their focus is on Sebastian, not us. I mean, I know I'm an astrologer. I look at the state of Tennessee's chart. I mean, they have major problems with us. Major problems with the YouTube, with all the chatter. They have major problems with that. And I'm sure the Secret Service does too, because all the chatter. I mean, if I'm getting frustrated with all the dumbass chatter, I'm sure they are too. Do y'all think that it looks good with Chris and Katie being on Queen Bee's panel, threatening people? No. Mm-mm. Does it make them look classy? No. Makes them look very trashy. Very trashy. I feel sorry for Sebastian to have parents that are up on trashy ass channels like that. It's so trashy. It's really disgusting. And it's not that Queen Bee, I don't know Queen Bee. I don't know Clue. I don't know Cletus. Don't know Chris and Katie. You know, all I can do is be a spectator and see what the things that I see and the things that I'm hearing. It's just not that mature. And I think, okay, so this is what Sebastian heard. This is what he had to deal with. You know, trash, trash talk. As much as they talk about sex, I can't believe that they think that Sebastian should have been any different. You're raising this boy around all of that trash. And you think he should be different? You think that, no, no, it's disgusting. Yeah, he definitely heard worse. I mean, you gotta think that. Like, you gotta think, hey, Jill, good to see you, babe. It is very telling. Coming up on panels just to talk about BJ and talk about this and talk about, swallowing a load and shit like it's just like, really? Really? Mm. Your mama must be proud, bud. Your mama must be proud. My mom would just flip out. My mama, I'm in my 50s. My mom would flip out if I was talking like that. She'd be like, girl, didn't I raise you better than that? To have some respect. Exactly. But you know what? I've been called, girl, let me tell you something. I ain't even a creator, according to some. According to some, I'm not even a creator. I don't create content. I've had this channel for 10 years, but I don't create. I'm not even a creator by some. I mean, I'm like, what the hell do I do then? I'm not using everybody's content. I got my own. Okay. I don't need to pull up nobody else's shit. I got my own. And I can tell you one thing, as much work as I have put in on all these cases throughout the years, I'm very knowledgeable when it comes to public records. And if I tell y'all to do your own due diligence and I tell you to make sure, it's because I am doing the same thing. Don't tell me about a rumor. You bring receipts, okay? Don't tell me about a rumor unless you got receipts to back that rumor up. I waste way too much time listening to dumbass rumors that are not true, and I mean it. Don't come to me with dumbass rumors unless you got receipts to back it up. And I love you. Love you. I don't want anybody to get their feelings hurt because I know that some people have come to me lately, and I don't want you to think that I'm talking about you per se, you know? I love you. I just I just want my time to be spent productively. I heard Katie, "Well, it's not productive." Bitch, do you think being up on a panel talking the way that y'all are with your husband on a panel with a bunch of women, you think that that is classy? Do you think that that is productive? Like, I'm just like, I don't sometimes I think that I need to just be quiet and not even come on YouTube because I'll be, I'm just like, "What is going on?" Like, am I living in the twilight zone here? I don't either. I don't either because let me tell you something. If it was somebody else, he'd be marching his ass to his attorney to the courts. "Oh, they threatened me. I'm so scared of Bullhorn Betty, even though she's 5 foot. I'm so scared." You ain't scared. You just want to be in the court. You just want to cause problems. I'm talking about immaturity. There's so much immaturity on these streets. It's pathetic. Yeah, I'm a voice for those babies. Exactly. Exactly. You gotta check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Just please check this stuff out. I don't care who it come from. I don't care if they're the best investigator in the whole damn world, the best YouTuber in the whole damn world, if they're the best psychic in the whole world. I don't care. Bring your receipts. Don't come to me with rumors. I see them all the time in the transits. And I'm more frustrated of that than anything. That I see so much stuff and I get my hopes up. I get my hopes up thinking, "Oh, this is it. This is it. Hey, Jen, do you know when Sebastian could be found? Do you see that?" Well, I wish I could. I wish I could see that. I'm too busy seeing all the nonsense. But when you knock the nonsense out, and then this person knocks the nonsense out, and then that person does, and it leaves it open for great things to happen. Well, maybe it's because these planetary influences are influencing you so much. You don't even have control over your own self. My son told me last night, he said, "I like it when you tell me about things that are coming. At the same time, I don't." I said, "Really? I can understand that." He said, "Because when you say it, it happens." He has Saturn in the 12th house. He is in fear of things that he doesn't understand or that he can't see. Would he make a damn good astrologer? Of course he would. Maybe one day he will. But I'm telling you, the things that my son has been going through has brought me down. But I see it. I don't want to see it. I don't know his birth chart like I know Sebastian's, I can tell you that. I don't look at Jeff's chart. I don't look at my kids' chart. There's only certain degrees that I know from them asking me to pull their chart up. I don't look at my kids. I don't look at Jeff. I know me. I've been working on me for a lot of years. But when it comes to these kids, Seth, don't ask about him. And that's true. He doesn't. Neither does Jeff. And it's because Jody, it freaks him out. He doesn't understand how this is happening. The chatter is really bad when it comes to these cases that are high profile. That's the biggest problem. And if I were to see that Sebastian is somewhere, I don't want him to be moved. So I'm choosing to not show like I was. And if I do, it's definitely going to be members only. Because whoever is a member will hopefully keep things tight-lipped. Because I think that any good investigator is like that. They're not going to work with Tom, Dick, and Harry. They're going to keep things close to the vest. They're going to keep it close knit, not be running their mouth. I don't want to be that one. I don't want to be that one that runs their mouth. That would jeopardize Sebastian not coming home. And I hope you guys understand that. Exactly. I do too. So I like to know, and the only reason why I like to know is because I want to observe. I'm only going to become a better astrologer by observation. I totally am all about the scientific method. I was a lover of science before a lover of astrology, the tool of astrology. I like science. I like the scientific method. I like observation. I like learning that way because that is what is going to bring me wisdom for future cases, for the future, and for the future me, for the future astrologer that needs somebody like me to teach them. You understand what I'm saying? So I do. I look at it a lot different for me. I don't scare easily when it comes to fate and things like that. I try not to anyway. Well, yeah, I might have a little bit of a differing opinion. I've I've literally gotten stung by a bee. I know I've told you guys this. I've gotten stung by bees. I've been in, different events that have taken place. I'll screenshot, I'll pull it up. I want to see it. I've seen it. I've seen what it looks like to be stung by a bee. And if an astrologer would say, look at that event, they're going to read a whole lot more into it than what it really was. Observation is the best way. It's the best way for me. For me. So, with that being said, I just wanted to come on and say, look, an Amber Alert is about an abduction. I mean, who abducted him? That's the question. When did they abduct him? Did Sebastian make it home? Are you going to invest all your time and energy into thinking one way, and when it comes out and it's another way, are you going to be blown the hell away? Maybe. You might be blown away if you're not open-minded. There's all kinds of ways that we can read a chart. Just because there's an opposition with Neptune and the moon, again, there's a lot of stuff going on in the world during that period of time. Are you seeing Sebastian's case, or are you seeing the world event? There's a lot of ways that we can read a chart. All kinds of ways. Yeah. Yeah. And Saturn is definitely, Saturn is coming on me. Saturn is coming against you. I mean, we've got a lot definitely, this time period as Saturn is critical, as Saturn is coming critical. It's in this last decan, this 27 degree. Then it's going to go to a 28 degree. Then it's going to go to a 29 degree. Ooh, big energy. Big, 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 big energy. Big energy. It's big. And it's not going to be over anytime soon. Yeah, I want to be in the knowing. I like the gnosis. And speaking of the gnosis, I am trying to put out this part 3. It's giving me hell. And I understand why it is. I mean, I understand the transits, but nevertheless, I'm still going to try my best to get it out. And I am part 3 is going to be more of the information that we've learned from Carl Jung and his studies with the astrology and psychology. And then the part 4 is going to be about Sophia. And Sophia is not, that is a part, Sophia is a part of the Gnostic religion, the Gnostic tradition, the Gnostic philosophy. And Sophia is not a woman. Sophia is wisdom. Where do we gain wisdom? By experience. Experience leads to wisdom. The experience that I have looking at charts leads to wisdom. Building charts, building maps, looking at them, looking at all the studies that have come before me with the matterofperception.org, that brings wisdom. That's how I spend my time. You know, if I have the number 666 with me, what would you say? I would say that's the number of man. It's the world. That's what I would say. The world. Material, money. I'm getting a better understanding of me, all of me, through being here with Jen. Thank you, babe. It doesn't have to be. Work with it. Keep your faith. Yes. Mm. We always be doing that. Me and Jeff do that too. We do. Anyway, I love you guys. I appreciate you, everybody being here to support this channel. I have a lot that I'm working through right now. Lot. And I can only say that I do have faith in fate and that everything is going to work out exactly the way it's supposed to. And I'm going to try not to fix, manage, control it. I'm just going to try to be here and be supportive in every way that I can, especially for these missing kids. They need us, and they need us together. They need us working together for a great, beautiful common cause. And I can only say that if there is a searcher out there and you really truly want to help me with the map and you think that Sebastian is deceased, I have an area for you to clear. It's a long ass area. Clear it. We'll move on. Otherwise, each and every single one of you can do your part and share a flyer at your nearest dollar store. You don't have to be boots on the ground. You can share a flyer. Do your part. If you expect something from someone else, do your part too. Okay? Stop running your mouth. Stop doing your little keyboard stuff. Get outside. Go print a flyer out at Staples. Go hang it at your dollar store. And if you're offended by me saying that, then that means that you are not doing what you should be doing to help this cause. You're all in it, but you ain't doing what you need to be doing. So focus on your own front porch, focus on yourself, focus on you first, and then bitch about everybody else. Okay. I know it's hard to understand, and I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better at explaining it. But thank you for trying and supporting me still. That means a lot, so much. Like with the charts and maps, I can't read those, but I can still listen. Yes. Yes. Well, you can see my hot spots too. And you can see why I would have a hot spot there. You know, I have to go back to the beginning. Okay, Jill, I hope you're doing well, babe. I'm thinking about you. Thinking about all of y'all. I just love you. Thank you for being here. Got a lot going on today, but yep, where there is fate, faith is welcome. That's right. That's right. She said it the other night. She said, talking about fate, she said, "Oh my God, did I just say that? I didn't mean to say fate." But hey, Val Evans, that's what got me to go to YouTube and go subscribe. She's the only other astrologer that I've ever heard say it. And I was listening to a podcast, didn't even know who she was, man. And when she said it, I was like, I've got to find this astrologer. I've got to find her. Because she did. She said it. I do have to see what you made. I just want to be a nicer person. Yeah. Well, I don't know about, I think that, that's based on perception. Some people can take what I say and just run with it and think it, I mean, they can just take it however they want it. Take it how, I mean, you get it like you give it, I guess, I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm at my wit's end right now with everything, really. I'm at my wit's end. I'm giving it to God. Just giving it to God. Giving it to the universe, letting it, come to me. Whatever is meant for me is coming for me anyway. Whatever is meant for you is going to come for you too. So all you can do is ride the wave. Ride the wave. I think we all, I think we all could do better. All of us, we can do better. I talk about Chris and Katie being on a trashy channel, trash talking, and I'm trash talking, saying the F word and all that. It's just, I can do better too. I can do better too. I just think that going up on panels, threatening people, taking people to court, talking about being productive. I've got a list. I've got a list of things that I think are productive that may not be your production. You're not going to see it as productive. But that did strike me. It hit me wrong when I heard Katie say being productive. Hit me wrong. Hit me into my core. I felt it in my core. Like, can you really talk, Katie? Can you really talk about being productive? You're Sebastian's mother. You gave birth to him. I expect more. Yes, this too shall pass. Oh, Lordy. Lordy, Lordy, I can't wait. I'm like, come on, can the time speed up? Because I'm ready for this. I'm ready to go into here. But then that time period has its own challenges too. We're always going to be challenged, right? We're always going to have our own challenges. We're just always going to have these challenges. And Chris definitely has a major challenge. Major challenge. It's not even here yet. It's only just begun. So keep that in mind. Just because I ain't showing it to you. No. He's got major problems. He's got a major opposition. It's not even here yet. It's on its way. But it's not here. So with that being said, I'm probably going to come back on Thursday. I'll probably, get home, get settled in. I'll be probably coming back on Thursday or Friday morning, and I will be showing you the transits. I haven't decided if I'm going to do a members only showing the transits, because when I do get to talking about the transits, I might be talking about Sebastian. And again, I want to keep that with members only. I don't care if there's 2 of us in there. I don't care. It's my integrity. It's the way that I want to present the information that I'm seeing with Sebastian. All right. Anyway, love you guys. I really appreciate you being here with me. I'm going to end this stream with Sebastian's anthem. Peace out.
Clean like your soul, won't be forgotten. We stand strong for you, never give up. Seek justice and truth, day and night we search. Community gathers, wipe the tears away. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, babe. It lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise up for you, Sebastian strong. Sebastian's army, we march on. Each day comes and goes, hope in our hearts. You're never alone, we'll bring you home. Wish it was a dream, hey, it lingers on, but strength we carry will keep you strong. Rise